Good afternoon.
Sir, myself Dr. Ashwin Patel, and on behalf of the Parul University and Faculty of Commerce team, I heartily welcome to you in Parul University webinar series, sir. Today's our topic is an optimal mutual fund portfolio, tips, tricks, and traps. Before we started our webinar, I would like to introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Manoj Chandwani, sir. Dr. Manoj has been a strong banking and financial professional for over the last 1.5 decades with specialization in banking and finance in the state of Rajasthan. Sir has a vast experience in finance and banking sector. He has been involved in banking, individual financial advisor, and national distributor channels. Dr. Manoj is also generate the business through institutional clients and also motivate, encourage, and train all the channels partners. Once again, sir, I heartily welcome to you on Parul University webinar series. Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Mr. Ashwin sir and Nidhi ma'am, to provide the platform to provide some kind of information to our students. So, should I start, sir?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, so today's topic is an optimal mutual fund portfolio tips, tricks, and traps. So basically, when we start this topic, we should be aware like what is a mutual fund and how it works. Ma'am, please change the slide.
Nidhi ma'am, please change the slide.
Please change the slide. Yeah, so basically the diagram is showing like how the mutual funds is working. So in the diagram, it clearly shows that the investor is available and investor pool of money with the fund houses. So like they are investing money with the fund houses and the fund houses funds, they are manage the funds on the security base with their common financial goals. Why we are mentioning this common financial goal? Because in the mutual fund segments, there are a number of products with the we have all kind of products according to their according to their needs. So basically, investor invest in that kind of security with their financial goals. And with the financial goals, they generates the returns and again pass back to the investor. So basically, it's a diagram shows how the mutual funds works. First one is the investor pools with the money to the fund houses. Fund houses invest in the different based of the financial goals. They generate a returns and pass back to the investor. So it's a diagram that shows that how the mutual funds working as a pool, right? And if we talk about the mutual fund is divided on the fundamental with the fundamental attributes, like mutual fund is basically two types of mutual funds are there. First one is a open-ended, second one is a closed-ended. What is now we talk about what is open-ended fund. Open-ended funds are we can entry and the exit we can entry at any time and we can exit anytime. So there is a no foundation with the exit load. There is a foundation of exit load, but there is a no penalty. You can redeem within a year or according to the fundamental attributes of the products. So second one is a closed-ended fund where the time duration is over there. And your funds is locked for the 3 years, 5 year, and the 7 year time of horizon. Now mutual fund has been divided into the 3 segments. First one is a equity, second one is a debt, and third one is a hybrid. So basically we have divided on the basis of the mutual fund from the returns, liquidity, risk, and the taxation. And the equity, you all are very much aware, like in the equity, there is a volatility and the equity market links. In the debt, less volatile, returns are relatively stable, and the hybrid, it's a combination of equity and the debt, right? And if we talk about the liquidity, equity, it's a highly liquid. Debt is also the highly liquid, as well as the hybrid are also as a highly liquid categories fund. If we talk about the risk, But obviously in the equity, risk are for losing principals is almost there with the equity categories. That is relatively lower risk. And in the hybrid, because we have already discussed, it's a combination of equity and the debt component. So it's a risk of the losing principal is depend upon the what the portion of the equity we are having in this hybrid category funds. And if we talk about the taxation, so as the taxation is applicable as per the short-term and the long-term capital gains. And if we talk about the debt categories, so again, it's a short-term and the capital gains. So basically, we have to see the three parameters: return, liquidity, and the risk in the mutual fund categories. Because if we talk about the equity, there is a highly volatile. In the debt, it's a less volatile, and it's a hybrid funds. It's a combination of the equity and the debt. If we talk about the taxation advantage, ma'am, please, fourth number slide, no? Fourth. Yeah, mutual fund, it's a package product where the professionally managed, it's a diversified because there are a used product with the diversification. The cost is very low, convenience, tax benefit are there, control paperwork, well regulated, as well as the liquidity is also there. So basically mutual fund is a package kind of product. Next one, ma'am. Taxation advantage. In the long-term capital gain on the equity, it's almost 0% kind of with the mutual fund, and dividend income which we are getting from the equity or the equity related instruments like as a mutual funds. So that is almost a tax-free. And if we talk about the indexation benefit on the debt funds, so no TDS is deduct on the source when we are investing in the mutual funds. And if I talk about the ELSS schemes, so ELSS schemes are with the 80C, section 80C, the ELSS funds are available in this category. So if we are investing in the ELSS category, so we got the tax benefit on this particular schemes. So liquidity again is there because as per the income tax sides, what the income tax side is says ki, if you invest for the any kind of equity or equity related instrument, so 3 years lock-in period would be there, and you will get the tax benefit on this ELSS scheme. So what the investment in the knowledge pay the best interest. What is next one, ma'am? So here the slide shows profession versus investment. What the profession is doing and what the investments are doing. In the profession, we create accumulation of wealth. Like as a CA or as a doctor, they create an accumulation of wealth. And what in the investment is also create an income where the preservation of the wealth. So both are the similar kind of aspect are there, profession versus investment. Ma'am, second one. Next one. Next, please. Nidhi, ma'am. No. Yeah, that's perfect. Profession versus investment. Let's see the diagram of this profession. In the profession, you know the best, right? And in the investment, the trust your advisor to know the best, because your advisor will provide you the best kind of the services as well as the mutual fund in different categories, like in the multi-cap categories or in the large cap categories or in the small cap categories. So trust your advisor to know the best, because he would be the best, because as a profession, when we talk about the profession, because you are the best. So in the mutual fund segment, your advisor would be the best, right? Next one, please, ma'am. So here's the slide shows like you have to set a goals. A goals without plan is just a wish. Suppose a person start at a job at the 25 at the age of 25. His or her first wish to buy a car, then home, then marriage, then child education, and after that the retirement would be there. So that is the parameters which we are showing, it's a goal like with the starting age, the person want to buy a car, home, marriage, child education, and the retirement. So we have to set a goals for this financial planning. Next one, ma'am, please. Ma'am, next one, please. Okay. Just look on this slide. What is a dream and the goal? In the dream, we don't have the monetary value attached to them, right? And the dream don't have the set deadlines. But in the dream, my dream is to send my child USA for the higher education when he turns around 18. So what would be the goal for this to complete this my dream? If I'll talk about the today's value, 50 lakh is required at the era of 2021, and if I expect the inflation would be 8%, so my the value in the same time the value in the 2015 would be 80 lakhs. So if I'll calculate on the from the lowest, in 2015 80 lakh rupees are required, and in to accomplish this goal, and in the 2020 the value of this 80 lakh rupees would be the 50 lakh only. So that is the cost of the inflation which we are involved in this. So it's expect, and it's a main funda of this mutual fund investment. Why we are selecting a mutual fund in comparison in compared to the other traditional instrument? Inflation is a main silent killer. So next one slide, ma'am, please. So guess what this cost in 1990. Petrol was around 9 rupees, gas LPG cylinder was 57, food was around 15, and the private college education would be around 10,000. Next one, please, ma'am. Next, please. Do you know the value of this product after 30 years at the 7% kind of inflation? Any idea? Just, ma'am, next one, please. Okay. So the cost would be after 30 years, that is a 563 rupees would be the petrol, 3,235 rupees would be the LPG cylinder, 760 would be the food, and 76 lakh rupees for the your private college education. Assuming we are just assuming the 7% kind of inflation per annum. So rising cost of living, like we have just take an example of planning a wedding today. Wedding at the Taj, the guest would be around 500 and the price per plate would be 2,000. So decoration charges would be the 10 lakh rupees, other expenses like gift 15 lakhs. So overall total expenses would be the 35 lakh rupees, right? And next one, ma'am. And after 30 years, when you plan your child for your child's marriage, so the guest would be the same, per plate cost would be there, decoration would be there. So the total expenses would be 1.12 CR. That means the assuming inflation is 6% for a 20 within a 20 years. So see, the overall picture is there, and the guest and the everything is there. Let's see the example of the inflation. The inflation is increasing day by day, but your package and the everything would be there. So inflation is harming your investment. So we are investing in the traditional kind of products like FD, bonds. In that case, you have to think about it like the inflation is harming your investment. I'm again repeating investment. It's harming your investment, right? Retirement planning. Next one, ma'am. So let's see the example of life expectancy expectancy in the in India has increased over the year. If I talk about in the 1960, the life was around 41, because the technology and the medical facilities what was not there on that time. Now the medical and the healthcare facilities has been increased day by day. In 2020, we can expect the life of expectancy is around 68 years. So that is only the data which we have captured from the AMFI and the other websites. So ma'am, next one please. So rising cost means what we are trying to tell you about this. Yesterday luxury are becoming a today's necessity. What we are saying is here, cable TV in the 1991 we don't on that time we don't require no LCD, mobile, washing machine, microwave, car, and the home theaters were not required on that time. But in today it's a necessity. So we have to think about that. Ma'am, next one please. So rising cost of living is also increasing from day by day. So we have to think about it again. Ma'am, next one please. So are you ready to take the 30-30 challenge? What is the 30-30 challenge? 30-year challenge means 30 years of working life and 30 years of the retirement life. So basically, yeah. Now, if we talk about the creating long-term wealth, what's really matter? Now we are coming on your tips, tricks, and what are the aspects are involved in this. So I think everybody has some question in the some questions are coming from the audience and the every participating. Like what type of mutual fund we have to choose, what portfolio should be there. So I am just here to provide you the best advice, like creating long-term wealth. It's a really what really matters. Only the 5% returns are matter. Relatively performance to select the funds. When we choose the funds from the mutual fund segment, so only the differentiate is only the 5%. And if we talk about the 95% of the returns, ma'am, please back one. And if we talk about the 95% of the return, asset allocations, ability to handle emotion and the financial stress, and monitoring and tracking your portfolio periodically. So what is the mean of this? 95% of the returns is expect what the asset allocation you have choose. Ability to you have an ability to handle your emotion and the financial stress, as well as monitoring the tracking your portfolio periodically. So that is a main important. Like if you choose the any kind of fund, so 95% is depend upon your asset allocation. So in the financial planning, in the when you decide your portfolio, your asset allocation is much better rather than the other things. So yeah, what is the asset allocation, ma'am? Please back one. Yeah, what is the asset allocation? When we diversify your investment across the all asset class, like the equity, stock, bond, debt, cash, real estate, that is their asset allocation. And a common sense investment strategy, like if we are investing from the common goal, so that is your again include in your asset allocation and according to your needs and goals. Why we are putting too much efforts on your needs and goals? Because in the financial planning, first you have to decide what are you working for this particular goals. And if I talk about the asset allocation, okay, that is the main important slides in this in our presentation. Asset allocation is too much important. You can see the pie graph of pie chart of this in this slide. Like 100 minus your age would be your in the equity exposure plus 10% plus or minus. So if the person is with the age of 25, their equity exposure would be the 75 or a 10% plus minus, like that is your equity exposure. And because when you complete your age with the 45 or a 65, so risk appetite would be lesser rather than your 25, because you can take more risk at the age of early stage. So the equity exposure would be the less when you change your year of 25 to 45 and 45 to 65. So equity exposure would be the less in comparison of your early age, right? So 100, that is a thumb rule. You have to see with the perfect manner, like 100 minus your age, that is your equity exposure. Suppose the person is with the age of 45. So 100 is your investment. Like if you minus the 45, that means your 55% kind of allocation with the only the equity. Rest of the investment would be with the bond and the cash or a liquid categories scheme. Next one. This is a very important slide when you what is the key to successful investing. So if I talk about the first point, that is a discipline. That is important. I think we have to spend 1 or 2 minutes over this particular slide. Discipline means that is the 6 rules for the discipline investment, like have a long-term investment philosophy from a prudent asset allocation based on your philosophy, and select a low-cost fund to present a asset class in this allocations, and maintain this portfolio with the all market conditions. Don't change the asset allocation due to the recent market activities, and don't hold back on the new investment while waiting for the market clarity. So discipline is very much important aspect in this when we are investing in the mutual fund segment. So if I talk about the second point, that is a time. So time is the most critical aspect of investing. Understanding one's personal time horizon and the ability to stay invested for the longest possible allow the magic of compounding to make you a rich. The time horizon of an investment is nothing but the length of time an investor aims to hold an investment before the selling it. Let's assume that if you are investing to build a corpus for a down payment of your house in the another 2 years. In this case, your time horizon would be the 2 years, and in such case, it is the best to invest in the bank FD or a debt mutual funds, not in the equity mutual funds. So time is very much important in the when we are investing. On the other hand, when we are investing in the long-term perspective, like as a retirement planning or the others, the time horizon is much larger, and investing in the equity directly to the mutual funds, because there is a higher yield over there. So when we are investing for the long-term goals, on that time, our time would be the with the long horizon. And third one is a patience. So if I talk about the patience, investing in the mutual fund is an efficient way to accomplish your financial goal. It may seem difficult to first glance. With your patience and intelligence, you can reap the maximum benefit out of your investment. Being a patience with your investment means that once you have selected to asset to invest in, you should not be bothered by the short-term volatility in the value of investment and stay invested for the long terms. But don't be approached like Harshad bhai ne rajma market majama. So you should be a very patient on this particular. And if I talk about the most important investment avenue of this mutual fund investment, like that is a SIP. What is the SIP? And SIP is basically, it's a systematic investment plan where we are investing a fixed amount regularly at the specific sequence, say a monthly or a quarterly. SIP is a simply method of investing using across the world as a means of creating a wealth. So yeah, that is a next one, ma'am. Next one slide. Yeah. So what 9 important and the effective tips for the first time investor who are investing into the mutual funds? Train yourself. First one. Second one, aim to invest according to your financial goals. Why we are impacting on this financial goal? You have to decide where you are investing and why are you investing. That is a main important. Know your risk appetite. We have already discussed your risk appetite should be there in the early age. You can take more risk in comparison of your like at the age of 45 or a 65 where the financial liabilities are there. So you should know very well with your risk appetite. Start slowly. You just start with your SIP or a lump sum kind of investment with the liquid categories fund. Diversify your investment. Don't invest with the same kind of categories or the same kind of mutual funds with the same companies, because the investment strategies are different with the different AMCs. AMC means asset management companies, like who are managing your funds. Don't invest just to save the tax. So basically the people are investing with the like hame to tax saving karna hai, so they are investing with the ATC or the ELSS kind of categories. So don't invest in to only to save the tax. Don't borrow to invest. That is a main expected. Like don't borrow any amount or any money from to invest in the mutual fund or in the stock market. If you are having a own, on that time you can invest. Start early, invest regularly. So that is a main important. You should start at the early stage and invest regularly. So SIP is one of the most important for this mutual fund era. Regularly review your investment. So like you can review your investment with your advisor or directly you can, because there are so many websites are there, you can directly invest with your portfolio. Where we are investing, is it right or wrong? Next one, please, ma'am. So record is more important. 7-year, 5-year track records are available in the fact sheets of the mutual funds. So you can see from that. Investment strategy would be there, like some AMCs are having growth strategy, some are value based strategy, some are working on the mid of the value as well as the growth. So you have to think again for the investment strategy what the AMCs are doing for this strategies, and ability to contend the falling market, time frame of holding the funds, understand the risk associated with the funds. The last one is a most important. You have to think twice when we are investing in the mutual funds, because the risks are always associated with the mutual funds. So you never know, if you are investing in the equity categories and for the 1 year kind of horizon or a 30 days kind of horizon. So you have to think again, like risks are always associated with the mutual funds categories, right? Next one, ma'am. 4 types of risk associated with the mutual funds when we are investing in the equity categories mutual funds. So equity and the stock market are risk, because stock markets are moving up and down as per the conditions or the economic condition, and the too much factors are there. So we have to understand, like the equity and the stock market risk are involved in the mutual fund. Again, that is a credit risk. If we are investing in the debt categories or the liquid fund, credit risks are always there. So we have to think about this, like the credit is always available. In the debt category, suppose if we are investing in the different kind of papers, like a AAA rated or a AA rated kind of paper, so again the credit risk is always available. Interest rate risk means, like we all are commerce students, so we are seeing a monetary policy or the budgets. So interest rate many of the times are governments, what the governments are doing, like they are issuing the monetary policy. In the monetary policy, the interest rates are fluctuating like up and downs. So that would be the impact on your debt categories mutual fund. So interest rates are also involved in this mutual funds. Inflation risk we have already cleared or discussed on the previous one, like inflation. Inflation is basically, it's a silent killer who is killing our investment. So inflation risk is always we have to think on this mutual funds. Next one, ma'am. So why we are focusing on we have to start early, we have to start on the early stage. So five reasons are there when we are starting when we are investing our funds. The reason first is, since investment tenure is longer, because at the early stage our investment tenure would be the long, and investment amount can be small, like you can start a SIP with the minimum amount of rupees, like 1,000 rupees you can start. So the first reason is, second reason is like starting investment early improve your spending habit, because if you start at the early stage, so your spending habit would be the increased. Reason third, you enjoy the benefit of compounding with the early stage. When you start your at the early stage, so time in the market is better than the timing in the market. So what is the mean of this? The secret to create a long term wealth is spending time in the market. So that is the main reason, like you will enjoy the compounding of this mutual fund when we start at the early stage. Reason four, you can accumulate a large corpus for staying invested longer. You can start with the short amount, and you can accumulate a large corpus. Reason five, you have a higher risk taking ability. We have discussed with the risk appetite part, like at the early stage you can take a higher risk in comparison of at the age of older. Next one, ma'am. So like it's a step to follow to create a wealth. Step one, turn your monthly saving into investment through SIPs. Why we are putting more efforts on the SIP? Because it's a creation, it's a main aspect to create a wealth with the early stage. So we are just focusing on the SIPs again. Increase your investment periodically. Invest lump sum when possible. When the market are market with the downfall, you can invest with the lump sum amount also. Invest lump sum when possible, and save smartly. So that is the main step to create a wealth. Next one, ma'am. Things to do before you start investing. Know your investment goals. We are focusing again and again to your investment goals. Nothing, no mutual fund is perfect. No AMCs are perfect. You should have to decide first, like what is your investment goal. Know your investment time frame. You should be a very known about like for the how much time you want to invest, like 5 year, 10 year. So first you have to set your goal, and after that you should have to decide. Know your risk tolerance. Suppose at the age of 55 or 65, you would be the better known, like what is your risk tolerance. Like at the age of 65, you can't take more risk on this with the mutual fund segment. Like if you are investing in the equity, so that would be the with the higher risk. And know your asset allocation. So asset allocation would be there, like in the asset allocation your amount is divided with the equity, bond, liquid debt, as well as the real estate. So asset allocation would be there. Know which product we have to invest. Like at the age of 65 or 75, I think with the equity segment, that is not a perfect product to invest. You can invest in the debt categories and the other segments where the safe or the hybrid categories fund, where the combination of equity and the debt. So on that time, you can invest that kind of product. Next one, ma'am. So 7 simple money management means what? Create a comprehensive budget, spend less, trimming day-to-day cost, find way to pay less interest on your debt, set clear goal to help the for your saving, save your retirement, and with your advisor. Next one, ma'am. Next, please. So investment strategy, what should be the investment strategy when you turn 30? Make a right budget on a monthly basis and spend. Make a emergency corpus. Invest to save tax. Opt your good health for and a life cover. Invest in your short term and the long term goals. First, you have to decide what you are having a short term goals, what you are having a long term goals. After that, you have to invest in this mutual fund segments. Yeah, next one, please. Next, please, ma'am. Here is a 5 aspect of completing a financial picture. First one is the saving. You all are very much aware, like you need to keep a money aside to saving to cover our sudden financial needs, because the financial need can be the can be the at the every time or any time. So first we have to save our amount for the saving point of view. Second one, ma'am, with the saving. It doesn't mean like you have to save only with your saving accounts, but you have to invest to grow your money, because investing is an important investing is important to grow money so that you can achieve with your goals at least. Next one, ma'am, please. Now financial protection. Now financial protection through insurance ensure that you and your family are able to sell through during the hard times. Fourth one, ma'am. Tax planning. With the proper tax planning, you have to make a adequate expenditure investment. You can bring down your taxable income, eventually saving a lot of money every year with the tax planning. So you have to decide what are the what we are getting and what would be the tax over on this particular saving. Retirement planning. If I'll talk about the retirement planning, finally, retirement planning is very crucial to ensure that you have a big bank balance, means slowly for your need during the old age years. Last one, ma'am. So 5 lesson we learned from this our pandemic situation, COVID-19 2019. Lesson 1, having a emergency fund for it's a very essential. We can all save more than we think and we can. Lesson 3, not relying on the employer's insurance, but have a individual insurance in that place. There is a no guarantee for a future income. And lesson 5, diversifying investment is a must. So I think I have completed from my side. So I would be very happy to provide you the solution or sort out your queries if you are having. So question and answer session would be there.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So, shall we take some questions? Like, students are posting some questions.
Yeah, please, ma'am.
Yeah. So, as far as your experience is concerned in this mutual, the industry. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
The question is, what is the liquidity of a mutual fund investment? Like, how we see the liquidity aspects when the mutual fund investment is concerned?
So, ma'am, if you are investing in the mutual fund, so liquidity is 100% is there. We have a different kind of products, like as a liquid funds or equity funds. So, if you are redeeming from this liquid funds or any kind of mutual fund, you will get within 3 days. So liquidity is 100% there. So again, if you are investing rather than a mutual fund, like as a traditional product, like as a senior citizen scheme or a post office saving schemes or a real estate. So I think that time horizon or the duration of these products These investment avenues are much higher rather than the mutual funds. So you can redeem your amount within 5 minutes, and you will get some instant kind of money with the liquid funds. So I think liquid funds are providing such kind of facility to the instant redemptions also. You will get within 3 days your amount. So I think it's 100% liquidate categories of investment
and
revenue.
if liquidity is available, like we can, even, are the returns guaranteed? I mean, there's a question.
See, ma'am, mutual fund investment is subject to market risk, but we are having such kind of funds like as a debt category we have discussed in this. You can invest in that kind of funds. So some kind of not a guarantee, but you will get some kind of fixed returns would be there, like more than your FD, like 1 or 2% kind of additional alpha from your FD products.
As far as your experience is concerned, like what are the problems being faced by the client or maybe while investing in mutual funds? What exactly, if you can share your experience with us?
Ma'am, see, simple, in the simple words, I have used this word, Harshad Bhai na Raj.
Yes, sir. Hello? Sir, you are not audible. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sir. You can continue, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Please.
All right, sir. So I just want you to share your experience while dealing with the clients and their problems regarding the investment and the solutions.
Because, ma'am, if I'll talk about the mutual fund industry, so I think 2.5% of from our populations are aware of this mutual fund segments. Everybody's are investing in either in the real estate or a fixed or a FD kind of products, or the traditional avenues. Like as a post office or the bank FDs, they are investing. They are least concerned for the inflation. Like if they are getting a 5% kind of return on the FD, but again the inflation is working with the 6%, so they are getting a nothing on that. So I think the people are not aware, and if they are aware, so they are investing with the very least horizon, like for the 1 or 2 years. Like suppose if you want to do the SIP, so ma'am, your investment horizon should be at least 5 to 10 years.
All right.
Because you can compare with the ID also. Recurring deposit from the post office. We are investing in the recurring deposit for the long term, like for the 5 year or the 7 years kind of horizon, or we are investing NSE or the KVP for the 7 years. We are holding on that investment. But in the mutual funds, everybody wants to be a millionaire within a 1 year. Like मैंने 100 रुपया डाला है, 1 साल के बाद मुझे तो भैया 125 रुपया ही चाहिए. So that is a main problem which we are facing with the clients. Now the awareness is available with the AMFI and with the advertisement, with what the AMFIs are doing with their hands.
And mutual fund investments are becoming very popular even with the individual investors because of the benefits they provide, right, sir? So as for the beginners, like, what is your key funda or your, say mantra to begin with?
For the beginner,
for the beginners in the mutual fund investment,
for the beginner, I think I have share a slide. So for the beginner, like the goal, first you have to decide your goal, and after that your goal should be accomplished. Don't put 100% amount with the equity or the equity related instruments. I have given a thumb rule of the 100 minus your age. That is your equity criteria. So for the beginner, you should start with your SIP also, because वो धीरे धीरे ही grow up होता है, and you can start with your small amount, like mutual fund has launched some kind of SIP with at the rate of I think 500 rupees only. So you can start with the early stage. You can start with your minimum amount. So you can invest with the lower to lower segments. Yeah.
All right, sir. There's one more question being posted by a student. Like, it is more profitable to invest in a fixed income financial asset or in a mutual fund like SIP, or say
Like,
multiple SIPs are there.
ma'am, you can choose your portfolio with the large cap, multi cap, or a large or mid cap or a small cap. So if you want to invest a 10,000 or a 20,000 per month, so you have to decide some amount should be invested in the large cap segment, like the large cap with the large cap companies. Some amount should be invested in the multi cap categories, where the combination of large, mid, as well as the small categories. So first, I would prefer, or I would suggest to your students as well as you also, like you should always invest the all weather kind of product, not in the specific sectorial kind of product. अभी तो banking चल रहा है, अभी तो IT segment चल रहा है, so don't invest with the IT segment kind of funds, don't invest with the banking kind of fund. You should always invest in the all weather kind of product, where the combinations are should be there, like as a large cap or mid cap, small cap. So you will get a diversification of this mutual fund, which is the I think importance of this mutual fund. So you will get such kind of
right
benefit from this.
Yes, so returns have freeze, right, sir? So like, is there any minimum investment in a mutual fund?
Ma'am, for the lump sum, if you want to invest a lump sum, I think the 5,000 is minimum amount. And if I'll talk about the SIP, most of the AMCs has launched the SIP with the 500 rupees. So you can invest with the minimum 500 rupees also with the investment.
So it is most advisable for the students also, you know.
Minimum, some of the AMCs has also launched the 150 rupees SIPs also.
All right.
Like as the SBI or the other AMCs are there, the student can invest with the 150 rupees also.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. There are a few more questions, but then yes, we can. If we can take few more questions, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. We have a time, so
all right. What do you say? What is the easy investment? Thing to go for regarding SIPs or MIPs or maybe the large cap funds or mid cap funds? What is easy invest?
Easy investment like in this technology era, you can invest with the some apps are available. You can directly invest via this particular apps, or some informations are there, some grow apps, and some too much apps are available for
if it
investment.
Is possible later on, if you can share some of the apps which solve the problem
sure,
of the students also, you know, while they initiate the investments.
Sure, ma'am. I'll share some kind of numbers as well as the app where you can invest directly.
Yes, that would be fruitful for the students also. I mean,
sure, ma'am. That would be provided. That would be provided.
All right, sir. So let me put my vote of thanks, and I really extend my heartfelt thanks to you for providing such a meaningful insights on the issue of mutual funds, which is quite related to the investment tricks, tips, and traps. I think this topic is nowadays considered the most crucial and critical aspects to build a portfolio for any investor.
Right.
It was a really value-adding session, sir, and I'm sure that students have gained valuable knowledge and understanding about the concept of mutual fund. And thank you, sir, for this intensive information and knowledge which is shared by yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Last, I also want to thank all the participants, viewers, the students for providing, even our Dean sir, Professor Ajay Trivedi sir, for providing such an opportunity to organize such a webinar, and all the faculty colleagues for making this session a success. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
अब ये क्या है, कुछ हुआ क्या, दिखा
पूर्वी ये अभी है जने
कहाँ है?
आरएम रिसर्च। अब अच्छा ये मेरे ऐसे ही आ रहा होगा, आपके पहले आ गया भाई यार।
कोई नहीं है, ये क्या हुआ?
क्या हुआ?
मैंने ये किया तो आपके हाथ लगा हुआ आ गया।
कहाँ है?
ये देखो ना, अरे लगाया था अभी।
अब मैं कर रही हूँ,
करो।
कुछ भी नहीं।
हैज रेज्ड अ हैंड।
कहाँ है?
शुभी मेहता हैज रेज्ड अ हैंड, मेरे आया ये। शुभी मेहता हैज रेज्ड अ हैंड, कुछ पूछना चाह रही है शुभी।
दोनों को एक काम दूं, मेरा करो। आप बोला ना
कुछ पूछना चाह रही है तो मैं करूं?
ऐसे उनसे पूछना शुभी से स्टैंड अप